In his quest to be seen as an economic reformer, Tony Abbott has flagged his desire for an overhaul of Australia's taxation system. The federal opposition leader has acknowledged the merits of a new flat rate for most wage earners. The government's rejected the idea, saying it would be a tax hike for those on middle incomes. But the coalition's garnered more political support for its banking reform push. The Greens say they're on board. Susan McDonald reports from Canberra.
The election is over, but the fight goes on.
It is going to be a tough term of Parliament. I'm up for the fight, and I know all of you are too.
For the first time since the defeat, the Liberal executive came together. There were calls for party cohesion.
It's vitally important that all our parliamentary colleagues show the unity and discipline we have since the election.
And there was a pat on the back over the theme of the week.
I must say that the coalition are leading the economic debate at present.
Out in front over banking reform, the Shadow Treasurer has come under personal attack from the sector.
I just get up and read the paper and eat my cereal and get on with the day.
But in the Greens, he's found an unlikely economic bedfellow.
Joe Hockey's got a number of ideas there which require follow-up and follow-through, and I'm looking forward to talking with him about how we can progress some of those ideas.
An idea that sprung out from the election campaign could be here to stay. Tony Abbott's declared his attraction to a flat tax system where nothing is paid until an income reaches $25,000. Then the same rate, 35%, applies right up to $180,000.
We are committed to further economic reform. We're particularly committed to welfare reform and tax reform.
A flat rate was first proposed in the Henry Tax Review, but along with many other recommendations, it was shunned by the government then and now.
Middle income earners should be very worried because middle income earners would pay around $500 a year more under the proposal that Tony Abbott has embraced, and Tony Abbott would get a tax cut of $4,000 a year.
Our view is the simpler the better. The fairer the tax system, the better. The lower the tax, the better.
While forging ahead with its bid for tax reform, the coalition has reservations about change on other financial matters. Joe Hockey has met executives from the Australian Stock Exchange who made their case for the proposed Singapore Exchange merger. The Shadow Treasurer is now seeking more information from the ASX.
We have concerns that it may put at risk Australia's reputation as a regional financial centre.
Other politicians have named Singapore's human rights record as a barrier. The chairman of Qantas is calling for a measured discussion.
I think a bit of xenophobia is creeping into the debate. Unfortunately, there are arguments for and against it.
And they'll all be weighed up by the Treasurer. Susan McDonald, Late Line.